Good morning, everyone, and welcome to part two of the 2021 United Way of Greater Stark County annual meeting and celebration. I am Judge Michael Howard, retired from Stark County Family Court, and I am the chair of the Board of Directors of United Way of Greater Stark County. Thank you for joining us today for this chance to celebrate the close of a successful fundraising campaign. The success of our annual campaign is critical to allowing us to make a difference in our community, and we cannot do it without the support of some amazing people and organizations. They are the reason people's lives are changed for the better every day. First, I want to make sure to acknowledge and thank our generous sponsor, KeyBank, for their support of our event today. In a moment, we will be hearing from Maria Higgy, President and CEO of United Way of Greater Stark County. But first, I would like to acknowledge a milestone in Maria's career. On March 17th this year, she celebrated 40 years with United Way. United Way of Greater Stark County is held in such high regard in our community, in no small part because of Maria's leadership and vision. Thank you so much for your service, Maria. And now please tell us about one of the most challenging years in United Way's history.
Thank you, Judge, for those kind words, and good morning, everyone. We are so glad that you're able to join us this morning. We're grateful to the workplaces and individuals who have contributed to our efforts of making a positive impact in the lives of so many. Thank you for your generous heart, your willingness to empower others, and your ability to transform our community every day. When we flipped our calendars to January 2020, we knew there would be challenges. Little did we know that the world would be turned on its head in ways we never could have imagined. When the COVID-19 pandemic arrived locally and the stay-at-home orders went into effect, businesses closed, restaurants closed, and people really started to struggle. Here at your United Way of Greater Stark County, we saw the needs in our community begin to multiply, and we adapted, but we didn't do it alone. Many in our community, so many of you here today, joined with us to assist those who needed help keeping a roof over their head, food on their table, and hope for their families. And one of the first things we did was to establish the United Way COVID-19 Impact Fund. Through the generous support of our community, foundations, CARE Act dollars, and a generous match from an anonymous donor, we distributed over $450,000 through our COVID-19 Impact Fund and helped 418 households with 626 children with their housing and utility payments. The expressions of gratitude that came in after receiving the assistance was heartwarming. We received notes such as, "Receiving help from the COVID-19 Rent Assistance Program has shown me that I'm part of a community that truly cares. Being able to get assistance in the time I needed it most truly helped me, and I'm beyond grateful. It relieved me of the stress and worry of not being able to pay my rent due to the unexpected mass layoff. Thank you is not enough for those who continue to make this program possible." And another shared, "Thank you so much. This put me in a position to be able to catch up on all these other bills, and I couldn't have done it without the help of everyone's generosity." And we received so many more. The gratitude for our community coming together was immense. As the pandemic raged, our staff, volunteers, and board adjusted to the health restrictions while ensuring that the work still got done. Like many, we shifted our office staff to working remotely. Our board and committees have continued to hold meetings and make important decisions virtually, and many initiatives and programs we provide looked a little different, but still provided much needed services to those in our community who needed it most. The pandemic hit in the middle of tax season, forcing our volunteer income tax assistance program, VITA, to function quite differently. Gone were the in-person tax clinics, and in their place came drive-up and drop-off services. Between our VITA staff and volunteers, 4,836 tax returns were filed for the 2019 tax year, resulting in over $4 million in tax refunds and credits coming back to our community members. Several of our engagement activities also took on a different look. In June, we participated in Day of Action by having volunteers assemble care packages to brighten the day of senior citizens who were facing social isolation. The volunteers created 429 kits that included a plant in a decorated pot, an activity book, along with a handwritten note sharing hope and encouragement. We partnered with 5 programs to distribute the kits to senior citizens in various healthcare facilities and situations. Our Day of Caring also took on a new look. Instead of the normal army of volunteers being deployed throughout the county providing service projects, we shifted to a drive and drop event that collected cleaning supplies, face masks, and non-perishable food items. At the end of the day, volunteers in workplaces drove up and dropped off 101,000 face masks, over 100,000 cleaning supplies, and approximately 2,300 pounds of food, all of which was distributed to numerous community partners. Our donor network groups also made a big impact during 2020 with volunteer activities. Young Leaders Society rallied volunteers to assemble 85 literacy kits to help provide 2nd through 4th graders in our community a multisensory experience to support and enhance learning. Women United recognized 3 local businesses with their family-friendly workplace awards. This virtual event honored those workplaces for their policies that help employees better balance work and family responsibilities. Women United also coordinated a collection and assembly of 209 health and safety kits. The kits contained adult and child-sized face masks, hand sanitizer, hand soap, and disinfecting wipes, and they were distributed to 3 local agencies just before the holidays. We've also taken an active role in addressing systematic racism and social justice by collaborating with the Dismantling Racism Coalition of Stark County, which launched the Unity Challenge to dismantle racism last August. Your United Way of Greater Stark County is committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, and we'll be continuing our work in this area through our partnerships with local community programs, agencies, and collaborations. If there's one thing I have learned through this pandemic, it's that we can still get things done despite the challenges. The generosity, care, and tenacity that our community has shown in coming together in support of one another is a testament to that. Today, we celebrate the hard work this community continues to put in to build a stronger, more unified, and healthy place to live. We thank you for seeing all that is possible when we come together and face the challenges and make things happen united. You can be assured that your United Way of Greater Stark County will continue to recognize the needs in our community and work with you to find lasting solutions. None of this would be possible without the generous support of individuals, workplaces, and organizations who contribute to our annual campaign. And today we want to thank everyone who contributed during this very challenging year. United Way campaign chairs are a very special group of volunteers who celebrate the successes and who do not give up when they hear the word no. When they hear no, they hear maybe. And they know that timing is everything. They see rejection as redirection. They stay motivated and always rise to the challenge of overcoming barriers and celebrating wins. It's their passion and commitment that allows United Way to do amazing work every day right here at home. At this time, we want to express our gratitude to all the past campaign chairs. Although we might not be able to see you right now, we know you're out there and we sincerely thank you. At this time, I would like to invite this year's campaign chair, Chris Goff, CEO and General Counsel at Employers Health, to present the workplace campaigns. Chris?
Thank you, Maria. The 2020 campaign was far more successful than I could have ever imagined. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to help make a difference for our local neighbors in need. Back in September, we announced a campaign goal of $5.1 million. Thanks to all of you and the generous donors throughout Greater Stark County, I'm pleased to announce that the results for the 2020-2021 United Way campaign are $5,841,915. There are many people to thank for helping exceed that goal. First, I'm grateful for the dedicated team of volunteers who supported this campaign, and I especially want to thank the volunteer campaign cabinet and the United Way staff that worked so hard throughout the campaign. I'd also like to express my thanks to the employers that conducted a United Way workplace campaign this year. Your organizations and your leadership help make Greater Stark County a better place for all of us to live, work, and thrive. This was an incredibly challenging year for so many people in our community. Taking that in mind, we lowered our goal, recognizing that many businesses and individuals were experiencing economic challenges never before seen in recent history. The needs of the community were great, and the amazing response and generosity of those who could help allowed us to exceed our goal. So thank you to all who supported the annual campaign. Now I'd like to recognize those workplace campaigns that truly led us to exceed our goal. All of our campaign award winners will be listed on the United Way of Greater Stark County's website at uwstark.org under the Workplace Giving tab. I'd like to start out by talking about the Leading the Way Award. Leading the Way celebrates our top corporate partners and their generosity. Combined, these 7 corporate partners contributed nearly $2 million last year to United Way of Greater Stark County. Our 2020 Leading the Way recipients are Altman Health Foundation, Beaver Excavating Company, Diebold Nixdorf, Employers Health, Freshmark Incorporated, the Timken Company, and Timken Steel Corporation. Congratulations to all Leading the Way companies. We truly appreciate your commitment to our community. Next, the Partners in Excellence Award. This award celebrates workplaces that hold an employee campaign and those achieving a remarkable 80% or higher associate participation. And those employers are 17 Partners in Excellence Award recipients this year. Those Partners in Excellence Award recipients are Access Health Stark County, Alliance for Children and Families, Alliance Ventures, Arts and Stark, Beacon Charitable Pharmacy, Community Legal Aid Services, Edward C. Levy Company, Employers Health, Full Fab Incorporated, Hall Kistler and Company, Innis Majori, the Karcher Group, Massillon Museum, Stark Education Partnership, Visit Canton, YWCA of Alliance, and YWCA of Canton. Congratulations to all the Partners in Excellence Award winners. Thank you for giving back to our community. Next up are our Movers and Shakers Award recipients. The Movers and Shakers Award honors workplaces with the highest increases in campaign dollars. These campaigns increased by a minimum of 10% and at least $1,000. We have 14 award winners this year. Those award winners include Alliance for Children and Families, Beery Cheese, Clifton Larson Allen, Consumers National Bank, Employers Health, Everheard Products, HP Products, Hall Kistler and Company, Jackson Local Schools, Kempthorne Motors, MRO Built Incorporated, PNC Bank, US Bank, and Wacom Auto Family. Congratulations to all the Movers and Shakers Award winners. Thank you for your increased support to our community. I saw this quote the other day from the late Cicely Tyson. She said, "Challenges make you discover things about yourself that you never really knew." We've spoken quite a bit today about 2020 having been a challenging year. I've always believed that the greater Stark County community was generous and caring. But today, as we celebrate such a successful campaign, I'm reminded that this community can rise to meet even the most daunting challenges and obstacles to take care of those in need. Thank you to all the organizations and their employees who were fully committed to making a difference in our community. You've seen what's possible today when we all work together and tackle the challenges in our community. And now I will turn the program over to Judge Howard.
Thank you so much, Chris. When we asked you to chair this campaign, it was before the pandemic and we had no idea what you would be facing, but you rose to the challenge. Before we let you relax, on behalf of United Way of Greater Stark County, we would like to thank you for your unwavering commitment to the work of this community. As we have said, this has been a year of challenges that none of us could have foreseen. Your remarkable dedication, leadership, and energy will allow us to impact the lives of so many in our community. We have a small token of our appreciation to present you, and we will get it to you very soon. Thank you. You're an inspiration to all of us, and we appreciate so much your passionate leadership of this year's campaign.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate the kind words, but candidly, I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize two people. Carrie Clemens from the United Way staff and my executive assistant at Employers Health, Lori Wasco. These two ladies helped me tremendously and deliver and deserve much of the credit for such a successful campaign. So thank you, Judge Howard, for the opportunity to recognize them.
Well, as someone once said, where one campaign door closes, another opens. So at this time, I would like to introduce our 2021-2022 campaign co-chairs, Laura and Dave Grabowski. Laura and Dave, I invite you to say a few words.
Thank you, Judge Howard. I would like to thank Chris Goff. Good morning to everyone. Chris has done an exemplary job as chairman of the last United Way campaign. You can imagine he accepted the responsibility of running a campaign before he knew the implications of COVID. It was an unprecedented time to campaign for United Way, and as a result, there was very little person-to-person interaction. It's tough to run a Zoom campaign. It's something we've never done as a society, but we learned to adapt to it. I got to give Chris Goff a lot of credit. Not only did he meet the goal of the campaign, but he exceeded it by 15%. Our campaign will be a challenge also, but we are motivated to meet the goals that are set and that we can move forward with. Laura Grabowski, my wife, and I are the United Way campaign co-chairs for 2021. We are honored to have this opportunity to give back to our community. It's a moment of personal honor for us and also of deep personal responsibility, and we do not take this lightly. I started my first United Way campaign in 1979, and as I was going out to solicit money, I talked to an individual that I had the utmost respect for. He invited me into his office and sat down to me, and he said, you know, United Way is very, very important. We have to support United Way, we as a community. And he said, if you and I don't do it, who will? And that had a profound impact on me. I take it as my personal and social responsibility to give back to this community, and I don't know of any other better way to do it than United Way. There's a great need for United Way, especially in these COVID times. We have social distancing, yet we recognize the effects of communal interaction. We stay apart, yet we have to work together. What will United Way look like going into the future? In this campaign, we're raising money to help alleviate a lot of the social problems that we don't even know what have arisen yet. We've read about it, we've seen about it, kids at school, things being working home remotely, the way we do things as a society. A major event can create a seismic shift that affects our whole society. The two most recent events I think of were the Great Depression, which affected everyone in our society, and World War II. Now the third event is COVID. What will we look like going forward? How will those changes be? How will we perform changes as a society? These changes will create massive stress on people and institutions, and we have to adapt to those changes. How is remote learning, Zoom calls, door-to-door deliveries, takeout, and the disappearance of money affecting us? In addition to those, people will struggle in society. The United Way is always there to help provide a safety net. We have realized that we're on spaceship Earth. I think COVID has made us realize more than anything what affects one person in one country in a different society can affect the whole world. It is all of our responsibility to help one another. What are the changes ahead? Many of us think we're not affected by the events around us. I had an event earlier this week that affected me profoundly. My adopted home is Boulder, Colorado. I went to school at the University of Colorado. I went grocery shopping every week at a King Soopers. This past week, 10 people were killed in that supermarket. That could have been me. It could have been you. It could have been a member of our family or friends. No one knows what can happen and how we can be affected by unknown events in a minute. Many of us are just a phone call away from a major, major transformational shift in our lives. United Way is there to help us financially and emotionally. It's up to us to help fund United Way to help people as much as we can. I would now like to introduce my wife, Laura, who was also the co-chairman of the campaign.
Hi. And I'm going to piggyback on what Dave had to say, and lives can change quickly. And for many, that was the case when life shut down during this pandemic. I am most concerned about the children who fell through the cracks and didn't have the support that a stable school environment can provide. We have 4 children, their ages 16, 18, 20, and 22. I saw how challenged they were during this pandemic, and they never had to worry about food and shelter, technology, and a support system. I want to be involved with United Way because they are leading the way in helping children. The CARE team is a collaborative partnership that between the Educational Service Center, United Way, Stark County Family Court, Mental Health Board, and many more. It is a school-based program that addresses non-academic barriers students may have that impede learning and thriving. The CARE team is in every school district in Stark and Carroll counties. This past year, CARE had to change the way that they met the needs of families since children were no longer at school. They provided supplies, conducted drive-through donations, and assisted with technology needs. They did their best to serve the individual needs of families. As we slowly emerge from isolation, the needs of these children and families will be more evident, and the CARE team will be there to help. The CARE team helps families, and we need to help the CARE team. This is just one reason why we are asking you to support United Way. Thank you again for your warm welcome. It is a privilege to have this opportunity to serve the community, and we look forward to working with each of you, hopefully in person.
Laura and Dave, thank you for your willingness to serve as campaign co-chairs. We are looking forward to your leadership this year. To everyone in attendance today, we appreciate your continued support. Your time, your energy, your resources make Greater Stark County a more wonderful place for thousands of residents. We are fortunate to have such an amazing community of neighbors. Again, I would like to thank Key Bank for your generous support of today's event. And I would like to thank all of you who joined us. This now ends the 2021 United Way Greater Stark County celebration. Thank you everyone for attending.